Okay, so there's this game that I saw on my recommended page, and I decided to check it out. But I really don't like what they're doing. Um, the thing is, these normal scripts, they're fine, right? They're very simple things. But it, the, it's not this that is the issue. This is very nice. Like, if you're trying to make a game, this is fine, right? Like, you're giving out some free scripts, whatever. What I don't like is when they're trying to get payment for these, because there's these different tiers, right? There's a gold tier, the diamond tier, and then a platinum tier. For the gold tier, you get permanent access to intermediate scripts, permanent access to module scripts. So, what might be a intermediate script? They like what might they see as a intermediate script? Death badge. Okay, that's not very hard. A collectible coin that will respawn after a short amount of time. I'm gonna show you the way I think they did this. It might not be the way they did it, but I'm gonna show you. Just like, for an example, to show how little effort you would actually be putting 300 robux into. And it's very easy to learn. You can search up all of these scripts they're trying to give you on the dev forum, and you will find how to do it. So let's call this part coin, and let's just insert a script to it. We're gonna give some variables. So local coin value equals to 10. Local respawn timer equals to, what the fuck is this? 10. And then we're gonna do a touched event, because that's probably the way they're doing it. We're gonna do script.parent. Actually, we're gonna do a local function for collect coin in here. We're gonna pass the. Actually, we don't need to pass the coin value. What we're gonna do is pass the player though. So what they're doing is they're basically just doing something like this. So you can make an int value, but I doubt they have that. They probably just have something like this: local coins equals to 0. Otherwise, you would just create a coin via server script. Like, I'm gonna show you how to do that. You would do local players equals game get service players, and then you would do players.player added connect function, and then you would do player. Oh, I forgot to pass the player. Player and player.character added connect function, and then you would add a local instance. Local coins equals instance.new int value, coins.parent equals to player, and coins.name equals to coins. We're also gonna add this to make sure, because now every time the character loads, this will be added into the player, and we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do local check for existing value, existing coin value is equal to player find per child coins, and then so if check for existing coin, then return end. So what this is gonna do, if it finds this value already existing in the player, then it's going to return end. So basically do nothing. Otherwise it's going to make a new one. We're also gonna set the value to 0. So now we've probably gone more overboard than they were gonna do, because we actually have this in here. So this is gonna save after you die, but not if you leave the game, because then we gotta do a data store. So what we would do is we would do local coin value equals to player dot, find first child coins. That's what we called it, right? Yeah. And then do coin value dot value plus equals coin value. Oh, I'm just gonna rename this because I can't have two of the same thing. So coins.value equals, the reason I had to change that is because I already had a variable called coin value up here. And then we're gonna make a new function as to be above this function, because otherwise it won't know that, like, we can't call a function down here because it doesn't know where it is yet, so we have to make it up here. So this comes after, so it knows that that function actually exists. Local function. Then we're gonna do we're just gonna name it poop because I can't figure out a name right now. We're then gonna do, we're also gonna do this local coin equals script.parent, because it's the parent of the script. Coin dot transparency equals to 1. Coins, not coin, and then coin dot can collide, can touch. Oh, can touch is equal to false. And then we're gonna do task.wait 10. And then we're gonna do this again. And then after we picked up the coin, we gotta do the poop. We gotta call poop. And then we're gonna do, we've been over this before, coin dot touched connect function hit, and we're gonna check for humanoid equals hit dot parent find first child humanoid. If check for humanoid, then we're going to do exactly that. Local player equals game.players get player from character, hit the parent, and then we're gonna collect coin, get the player. There we go. So now when I do this, it should work perfectly. Yeah, see, picked it up. Now I should have 30 coins. And that's because I didn't add a debounce to this. The way the touch function works is it can fire so many times in a single frame, so sometimes it doesn't do it exactly correctly. So this is also a very easy add. We're just gonna do this in this collect coin script. If debounce, then return end. So we're basically telling the script, so if the debounce set to true, then we're gonna do nothing, even if they collect the coin. And then right here, what we need to do is we need to set the debounce to true, and then when it's spawned back in, we need to set it to false. And now we can open up the player, coins, picked it up, got 10. Now we wait for it to respawn. Yes, 10 seconds. And then we can pick it up again. Oh, never mind. Seems like we can't. I wonder why that is. That's because can't touch is still true. I am gonna do this though, and I also should do that. Yeah, picked up the coin. Perfect. I have 10 coins, and now I have 20. So that, according to them, is a collectible coin. Yeah, okay. A coin that gives players money and response after a certain amount of time. This, according to them, this small script that probably doesn't even have this part is worth 300 robux. And you might say, oh well, there's a lot of different scripts. The the issue is that none of these scripts that you're paying for is gonna really help you make a game. So some of them might be useful if you don't know how to do a certain thing, but if you still don't know how to work, like make scripts yourself, it's gonna be very hard to make a game because scripts kind of need to work together. Um, and just putting in scripts from these things, they're not never gonna make a good game, like a playable, interactive, fun game. Um, like sure you could they could try to justify like selling these scripts, very simple ones, to like, oh but people might read them to be able to learn. But I mean you can do that on the dev forum. Uh, you can use AI to like generate script you can read. Like it's not very, and like most of these things are so simple that it just takes a Google search to get this, like how to do this. The only one I found that might be a little bit hard for some people to do is the gun system and the combat game loop. But it only says map randomization, weapons, and a winner. Perfect for fighting games. This is the only one complicated and fine, and this gun system, but I'm thinking that this gun system won't be anything special. It's probably just a gun using raycasting. And then they also put this one here, hunger system. Like, this is just an saving obby system. Like, these are not on the same level at all. Two-way teleporter. This is like not the same level as this. But whatever. We're gonna make the combat loop. Okay. So we're gonna make a local. We're actually gonna. No, we won't remove that. Local maps equals map 1, map 2, and map 3. Perfect. And then we're just gonna do local function, select map, and then do local random index equals map.random 1 to hashtag maps. This just returns how many like instances or values are in the folder. I mean in the table. And then we do local random map equals see maps random index, and then we can just print random map and then do select map 1, and if I do it again, map 2, and then if I do it again, map 1, and then map 2. Just to show that this is totally random, we're going to do a while true do task.wait 0.5 select map. Map 1, map 2, map 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, map 1, 3, 2, 3. So it's random. So this is the part. I've already made the first thing of the script, map randomization. Because I promise you, you will not get the like model for a map. Like they might like do something like this. So local function load map, and then map obviously. I don't want to do that. And then all we need to do, this is also very simple, server storage equals game get service server storage. And then we might have a folder in the server storage that's like called maps. what we would do is server storage dot maps map clone. I mean, we don't even need to clone it, but we will to make it easier. So we're gonna call it local map. We're gonna make it capitals. And then we just need some maps. So this is the first, that won't be the first map. This is map 1, this is map 2, and that's map 3. This is, and then we're gonna name these to map 1, map 2, and map 3. And then we're just gonna throw this into the maps. And all we're gonna do is map dot parent equals workspace. Okay, well that's just a plugin error. The reason it didn't do anything is because, first of all, I needed to put this above here and then do load map, not load string, load map, and then do select, oh, random map, and I also need to do select map. So when I run, oh, it shows map 1, and this time it shows map 3, and this time it shows map 1, map 3, map 3, map 2. Yeah, you get it. Now I made it so it loads in the map as well. Very simple. And then weapons. I mean, they're not gonna give you, they probably won't give you an actual weapon, but I will just take this sword. I'm gonna, sword script right here. I'm gonna make the epic sword and the normal sword. The epic sword is gonna deal 20 in base damage instead of 5. We're also gonna make the epic sword not have a mesh. And we're gonna put this in server storage. We're also gonna create another folder called weapons, and then put these in here. We also wanna make them not locked anymore. I don't know why they're locked. Are they even locked? Doesn't seem like it. I don't know why I couldn't select them. Either way, then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do, this is wrong script. We're gonna do local function give players random tools. I mean weapons. Right here, we're going to do for every weapon in pairs server storage dot weapons do I don't know what's doing. We're gonna do exactly what we did right here, but we also need to do get children. Wait, do we need to do this? I'm gonna comment this out for now. I just wanna check something. It might not work. Because I think we might just be able to do this. So, hashtag server storage dot weapons get children. So, and then we do let's just try printing the random index. So 2. Yeah. And then we're gonna do okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do local weapons equals server storage dot random dot weapons get children. And then we're gonna do this and this. And then we're also gonna print random weapon. So 2 normal sword. So just a normal sword. Perfectly. Perfect. Not perfectly, perfect. And then we're actually gonna need this loop. But not this loop. We're gonna do for player in pairs players get children do then we need to paste this in here. Why is this red? Probably because yes, this player. We also need to do this first. Local weapon clone equals random weapon clone, and then do weapon clone dot parent equals player dot backpack. Backpack. So now when we play, it doesn't print anything, and we don't even get an error. Probably because this loop isn't how you do this. Okay, I found out what the issue was, and it was because I didn't do one thing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, before we do this, we're going to do local character equals player dot wait for child character. So just in case the character hasn't loaded in yet, we're not gonna do any of this before the character is actually loaded in. Interesting. If not character, then Hmm. I can't really think of a way we would fix this right now, but either way, since this won't actually be here, this might fix it. Because first, we need to select the map, load the map, and then after we've loaded the map, then we can give the players the random tool. And it still doesn't really do it. And it's because the character doesn't get a chance to load in. So if I did per se, oh wait, never mind. Now it's because I'm not even doing select map. And since it's happening so instantly when I press play, even if I put a 1 second delay here, I'm gonna get the tool this time. Yeah. It's because the character isn't loading in instantly. But in a game like this, normally, you wouldn't just load in and instantly get spawned like that. And there's probably a workaround, but I don't really know how I would do it at the moment. Then there's this other part. Let's see. And a winner. I'm not gonna call that because it's basically just looping through the players, adding the ones that are actually playing into a table, and then having a local script that when they die, they basically send a message to the. Or I don't think you even need to do that. You can just have a humanoid died event, and then remove them from that table, and then have a loop to check the table. And when there's only one person in the label, they get labeled as a winner. And then we have this thing, two-way teleporter. Like this cannot be on the same level like this, because all you need to do is make this TP1, TP2, and you know what? We're even gonna go even more. Oh, where would we? So the way you would probably do this, if you would want to give them like a name. TP. I mean, you could do teleporter, and then give them an attribute, a string 1, and then call it teleport location, and then so let's say you call this teleporter 1. You're gonna have to need different names for these things either way. So I'm trying to think of the best way to like do this perfectly. The way I would do it actually is, if you want to do it like how you should be doing it realistically, is you want to go to view, open the tag editor, teleporter, close the output for a second, you rename this to teleporter, and this one to teleporter. You give them both this tag. I'm gonna remove this one because we're gonna do this. We're gonna give them a link value, and in here we're gonna remove this. We're gonna name it, we're gonna give it like a link. So let's say their link is hi bestie. And then we would do this. We would go in here, remove this. We would do local function teleport, Hold on. Let's actually do this first. We need to make another one of these. Collection service equals game get service collection service for teleporter in pairs collection service. Oh, collection service get tagged teleporter do. So teleporter dot touched. We also gonna give this that this is a part connect. Oh, connect function hit. We're gonna check for humanoid again. Hit dot parent find first child humanoid. If check for humanoid, then we're going to get the teleporter get attribute. Let's see what we named it again. Link value. So local link value. So then we're going to do I don't remember if you have to do this with attributes, but we're going to add this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make a new loop for destination in pairs collection service again get tagged teleporter do. We forgot one of these and there's two ends. Okay, whatever. If destination get attribute link value equals to link value and not teleporter, then we can what the fuck is this? Then we can basically finally do. Hold on, I'm just gonna do this right here as well. Local player equals players get. Oh, hold on. Forgot to do it actually. Yes, exactly. Don't need to get the player. I don't know what I'm doing. Then we can hit dot parent dot humanoid root part dot cframe equals to destination cframe. So I've never tried to make a teleport that is complicated, but let's see. it's not working. So what we need to do now is we need to stare at this code for an hour. My bad. Right here, I did and not teleporter, while we needed to do and destination is not equal to teleporter. So that's why. It was never gonna be true ever if we did that. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So, I think this is what happens when you forget to make a debounce. We're just gonna make a local TP debounce equals to true. Equals to false, I mean. And then right here, we're gonna do if TP debounce, then return end. And right under that, we're gonna set TP debounce to true. And then after this, after let's say, wait, no, that wouldn't bit. We would be right. Task.wait. 2 TP debounce equals to false. Okay. So as you see, now we even have and you might be like, oh well, that was very buggy. That's because they were not anchored and they were not can collide. So now it will be a lot better. As you can see, touch that one, go there, touch that one. Interesting. I'm gonna put them like right there instead. As you can see, as like a little linking system. And the reason we did this whole elaborate link system is so that we don't have to write more code or have endless scripts in every single teleporter just because we want more teleporters. Instead, we can... Why is the attributes mad at me? Why can I not open them? Interesting. I never give them the... Attribute already exists. Okay, well I can't see it. So, it doesn't exist to me. Okay, well either way, so instead of having a script in every single part and just going like making it hard-coded that it goes to this part and that part, we can just make 2 new parts, change the link value, which I can't see anymore for some reason, and then it will work. Now this might be a bit buggy because all of these have the same link value, so it might be a bit random where these ones take me. Wait, so... Okay, they all just take me to this one because I think that was it's the last one in the loop. What if I go into this one? Okay, then it takes me to that one. Whatever. I think you understand what I mean. And I've been ranting for 40 minutes. So I think we're gonna end this video here. But like, and you might be like, okay, well, there's no way you can say that this wasn't an advanced script, but it's really not. I mean, yeah, and then one-way teleporter, like, it's not very hard when you have like a simple understanding. The point I'm trying to make is they're trying to make you pay for scripts you can find free And even if you got all these scripts, even if you paid for all of this, you wouldn't be able to make a good game with it. So, and then there's also this bullshit. Access to bundle scripts. It's basically just both of what these, like, it's basically just this thing, the diamond tier, but you get access to script requests, and it literally says requests are not guaranteed. So it's basically useless. It's basically putting a developer on your payroll, but with no guarantee that you get anything, any code.